Donald J. Trump gave his ultimatum to Russia and Ukraine. In no negotiable terms, he said, I want peace now. I want the bloodbath to end today. I'm not sure if everyone realizes that this is the moment of truth for Trump. Let me give you some context. I think Uyghur from the Young Turks gave a valid point about Trump's style of negotiating. He says, okay, sooner or later, someone will tell Trump, I'm not buying your bluff. You are bluffing. We know that. We all know that. You come strong, you threaten, but you want peace. So what if Putin says, okay, go F yourself. I'm not going to stop the war. I'm in a good position on the battlefield, so I will continue. What are you going to do about it? Donald Trump knows that if he loses this gamble, if his demand is not met with some sort of peace, that will mean the end of his entire platform. Today, Donald Trump bet all his promises on one post-in-truth platform. If Russia or Ukraine or both of them say we're not going to listen, BRICS will say we're not going to listen to your request for us to continue using the US dollar. Mexico will say, well, I'm not going to listen because, and I will keep allowing the caravans to cross and reach the American border. China will say, oh, okay, so I will not bend threats and I will continue subsidizing my products. I will continue not allowing American products on my market. I will keep stealing because you are not so hard as we thought. That would mean, and that you can project that on every aspect, because he will show weakness. That Trump cannot afford. That is the first reason behind what I expect will happen. The second reason is that Trump is stronger now. Why? America is stronger now because apparently we can afford, if necessary, to send more weapons to Ukraine because the events in Syria show that Iran is weak. Iran did not interfere in any way. Russia didn't as well, which tells a lot. They evacuated, they stepped back. Syria president was left on his own, and he's stepping down. This means there won't be war in the Middle East. There will be unrest in Syria, but that will be probably kept internally. Turkey, Israel, the other Arab countries, I'm sure, Saudi Arabia is involved. You know, the Sunni countries surrounding Syria will take care of that, and Iran will not. So there won't be war. So America doesn't need to keep weapons for such war, just in case. Now these weapons are available for the ongoing war in Ukraine, if necessary. And I'm sure Putin already is calculating that element. Trump may be fiery, but he's not stupid. He knows that someone will call his bluff sooner or later. And he would need to prove that he's not bluffing, that he means business, and no longer with sanctions and tariffs. We already sanctioned Russia to the maximum achievable, I believe. Trump may have to show Putin and the world that he is not bluffing. We will learn in the next few days. He didn't give them much time. He said, I want the battle to stop now. Now doesn't mean January 20. It doesn't mean up to the end of this year. In practical language, it means this week. Donald Trump just put the finger on the calendar. And I think there are two options from now on. And we'll learn it in the next few days. One, Putin will defy, and then he will learn that Donald Trump is not so peaceful. Donald Trump cannot step back. He cannot lose this situation. He needs a win now, or, like I said in the beginning, all his promises all his ideas will be under tremendous challenges from everywhere. China will feel more confident. BRICS, Europe, Mexico, everyone he needs to negotiate the current trade or other deals with will become more confident, more bolder. So Trump cannot step back. He will have to show the world that he means what he says. He's not so peaceful. We Americans need to be prepared, even if he several times said, I want the war to stop. I want people to stop dying. And that is one of the reasons, the many reasons why we elected him. But, fellow Americans, let's be prepared. Let's understand why he may reach to forceful solutions if peace proposals are met with rejection. We may need to be prepared just in case Putin is so stupid, I don't believe he, to reject the deal. We need to be prepared to help Ukraine with everything they need so Putin are forced to accept a deal because the West Almighty now can no longer step back. And in one way or another, Trump will achieve peace, and we all know he wants to achieve peace through negotiations. But let's realize that there are at least two sides in this equation. And if the other side doesn't want to dance, then we have to force them. And we will learn this, forgive me to say it again, this week, maybe tomorrow, very soon. So prepare, brace for very interesting events.